Everybody back in? Anybody else out there, Adam? Before we go on with our agenda, Mr. Pill, did you want to talk to the board?
Me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, I would.
Come on up.
All right, thank you, sir. May I stay standing or do I have to sit down?
Whatever's comfortable for you.
Sometimes when I sit down, I can't stand very easily. My wife and I live about 7 miles from here, out from the beach itself. And we've always hauled water. We've been moving now for 15 years. Never had a problem, always been able to come down, we don't have a well. We don't grow anything. We have nothing growing. We're just going to be flat out with that. No animals, just her and me. And I'd like to be able to flush the toilets, take a shower, brush our teeth once in a while, and stay clean. We don't even wash our vehicles there. We take them into Trinidad or wherever we can find a 24-hour car wash. Just being able to come into town and fill up has always been very reasonable, easy. Throw our bladder in the back of our truck, come down here, fill it up, and get back home. Now I'm going to go to Trinidad. And the truck's an F-250, so I can haul the water, but we go from getting 14 miles a gallon down to about 6 miles a gallon, and having to do it several times just starts to eat our savings. I was able to get a copy of a letter from the state, and I did notice that it says to cease any bulk water sales, any person or entities not utilizing for domestic purposes. My wife and I would really like to be able to come to Aguilar and pick up our water. We do pay Aguilar taxes, not Golden Air taxes, even though we're just a mile from Golden Air, we still pay taxes out of Aguilar. So she asked me if I would come down, talk to you guys, and hopefully be able to get something changed where we could start hauling water again. And that's about it.
What is your usage, would you say?
I just have a big stick I put through into our cistern, and when it gets down about a quarter of the way, I fill it up.
How many tanks do you haul a week or a month?
Oh, we might haul 2 or 3.
What size tank?
What's that?
What size tank?
1,500 gallons, but our water hauler is 450. And so, when it gets down quarter to half, my wife tells me to get your butt in gear and go get some water for us. So now I go into Trinidad. It's a pretty long round trip ticket for us.
What does the board feel about it? Because we did close outside selling the water.
This gets kind of tricky, guys, and I don't really have enough information right now. The state has lifted us till 2023 November to get our obligation plan done. What's going to happen with the state lifting this restriction, I don't know right now. And I talked to our attorney today, and he's willing to have a conference with us by phone, either Monday or Tuesday night. He thinks Tuesday night might be a better night. We're going to have to do it by Skype, so we're going to have to set up all our phones and stuff here and do it. So at that point, I can't really tell you guys anything over this water situation. There's a lot of things going on. It's going on positive, but he wants to talk to us rather than me tell you guys whatever.
What does the board feel? Talk to this deal Tuesday night and then find out, or?
I don't know if he can tell us. I'm just going to tell you what the attorney can tell us, and we can ask him if he can think he can ask the state to release us on this thing. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
I would think the attorney should be involved.
Yeah, I think that, I guess, and I figured it'd be real easy to just sit on whatever. There's a lot of stuff going into this thing past when I've talked to you guys. Well, it's been a month and a half ago. A lot of things have changed, a lot of things have been good, but we just gotta get all that, let him explain everything, I'll explain part of it to you. Depend on our attorneys, or not our attorneys, our engineers. There's been a lot of stuff going on, so I just assume the attorney do it rather than me.
Well, with us being in court order, I definitely think we need to talk to the attorney and see what we need to do.
And we also gotta do other thing, excuse me, Joe. We gotta put up, we got an ordinance that has to be passed. He wants to explain that to you, what we gotta do for this whole thing. This is kind of a simple ordinance, but he wanted me to run it through tonight. I said, I can do it. I said, you need to explain this to council. This is why we need to do this ordinance. I'm not the one to do it, so that's the other reason we're having it tonight.
So
So I guess I can't give you an answer right now.
At least I did, we had talk and
Yeah, I don't.
listened and had a little conversation.
yeah, let's try to talk until Tuesday though, so.
Yeah, so we can probably figure out what's gonna happen by Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. It's
So I'm
gonna-
gonna be down in here today. You guys,
Well, thank you for showing up and
All right,
talking to us.
thank you very much for your time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for your consideration of state.
All right. Moving on, building inspector, emergency manager.
Thank you for your time, appreciate it. We've been keeping pretty busy with building permits and a whole lot of code enforcement letters going out. And I do absolutely want to thank the people of Aguilar. I've had a lot of compliance, people contacting me saying, hey, we're gonna get this fixed, or we're working on it. So I really absolutely appreciate that. They've been great with me. I've also been working on the CIRSA stuff. I think we had our audit come up, and so been working on that and getting things together.
How do we do on there?
Yeah, even better. Go for it.
Yeah, they're getting dean.
No kidding. So yeah, we keep pretty busy with that stuff, but yeah, a lot of great things are happening.
Just because we gotta remember what you're talking about, Cersei is, it's called our risk management thing.
Okay, so with CIRSA, risk management are what covers us insurance. They want to make sure, who am I referring this to?
Mr. Darver.
Okay.
We got an update on the list that we're jumping for.
So they're looking at all kinds of things. What our plans are if we have some type of catastrophe, if we have some type of incident. Even something as simple as driving. If we've reviewed or done our driving training every year. So they look at every aspect of a town, a city, everything imaginable.
And I guess the other thing is when we had that windstorm come through, Cersei's played a big thing in that thing. And that's kind of, we didn't really have a good plan then, and that's kind of when we got Adam to get involved, because the county didn't have a good plan either. So the two of them got together and we started putting this thing together. He's working with the county on the shit, tornadoes, floods, whatever. And everybody thinks, oh, we're not gonna have a flood. Well, look at the one we had down in Fishpaw here last year. It never could have been a catastrophe if it got a little bit bigger. That windstorm and that, everything that happened, it took off several people's houses and roofs and
Things always change with it. I mean, climate's gonna change, weather's gonna change, so it's constantly an updating sorts plan that we have. So yeah, it's always gonna change.
And it's good for us to know these things, but, I'm under the impression we have county and state rules and regulations on this.
But the county and state also, in fact, they made us do our own thing.
I
And
understand that.
then the insurance company comes in, they'll ask you, do you have a local floodplain plan? Do you have a local insurance plan? So that's the other thing. Yeah, we can sit there and do that and not have our floodplain available and go to the county, but then it takes another 6 months for everything to happen.
I have a question. when the letters go out, the citations go out for code enforcement, who do they originate from?
Generally to the, whoever the address is.
But I mean, where do they come from? Who does it? Does the code enforcement do?
Tell me
know,
work out.
Or does the town?
I do.
Okay. And the reason I ask is because, is there any way, just a suggestion, but is there any way that maybe you can, like, take a picture, then add it and include it with it? Because I received 2 of them, and mine said for overgrowth, weeds, but I don't have, I mean, I didn't have any weeds in my yard when I got the second one, so I'm like, I don't understand why I received the second citation when I received the first one, and I didn't even have anything.
If I may add to this, I think it's a great idea. So normally I would take a picture before I even send out any letter, just so we have the documentation as to what I saw at that moment. A lot of times what happens too is I'll send out the letter, and between the time when it got out and got to you, something's changed, things are fixed. So that's been the thing. I think it's a great idea that you came up with. Send a picture with that letter, so you just like an HOA.
Yeah.
And I've lived in HOA, and they send me pictures of my weeds in front of my yard, so I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, because it would just be easier, you know, this way, because, like I said, I get a second one, and I'm like, I don't even know what it's for, because I have no weeds, and it says overgrowth of weeds, and I'm like, where? You know, I don't understand why the second one came out if there's nothing, you know, it just has a letter and then has like a description in that, but it doesn't, you know, all due respect, doesn't tell me nothing.
I think it's a great idea. Thank you.
Anything else, sir? Questions?
Thank you.
I have one question for Jim. Did I find out, where did you get certified?
Certifying what?
For a cop?
I'm not a cop.
Not a cop.
You haven't been certified?
I'm not a cop.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, Jim. Okay, Scott's report.
What'd you find up by Spruce here, anything?
Couldn't find anything. Checked it 2 different times, moved around the block, walked up and down the alley. Nothing.
Well, I hate to bother you guys, but, he told me there was smell, and then it got down further to his cellars, and there was more smell, and
Going back, that Monday, talked to Bill, talked to Jody.
Well, actually, I did a lot of walking there too. And when I got to Keller's, I walked in, I didn't, it was in, my grandma's house there. Because the fence is all down, I just walked in there and I smelled everywhere, there wasn't nothing there. And I walked down her driveway and there were Missy's places, there wasn't nothing there. But it's actually, I can't walk into that other yard.
the missing guest.
Just, no, up
The next
above,
yard, okay.
this color's yard, and Pentaz's, but I don't know if it's just so damn hot, the smell was coming, I don't know.
That's what I was gonna ask, because those regulators work, it's up.
They do burp, and then, Eva's, we moved Eva's gas meter out in the alley right before they put that addition on the back of their house, so there is a meter sitting right there by the sheds.
And I couldn't smell that either, I couldn't smell nothing.
Well, it's a new regulator, we put everything in.
Like the old ones with the temperature compensation?
Do what?
Are they the older ones with the temperature?
A lot of the older houses are still doing meters.
And I ain't been over there since Sunday or Monday, and sat outside to see if I still smell it, of course. I'd have to wait till Saturday when I'm not working to be out there at noonish or whatever it was. It was kind of like it was all heat of the day, you know, around 10, 11, all up until kind of late, you know, 7. So then everybody went inside, so nobody smelled it. And I don't smell it either. So, when you smell gas at your house.
So the other day when you were talking to Jody, It smelled sour, but I didn't think it smelled like gas.
It was, yeah, there was a lot of fresh motions out there, so
It smelled very, very sour.
it was pretty bad.
Anything else for Derek? Marsh?
I'd like to make a motion. Relieve you of your, I'd make a motion that we're going to relieve you of your duties as an employee of Aguilar.
Sounds good.
I'll second it, I guess.
Mayor Pro Tem,
Yes.
Mr. Piana,
Yes.
Mr. Forrest,
Yes.
Mr. Thorne,
No shame.
Mr. Mayor.
Motion passed. Let him get him on there. And then just turn the keys in there, I think, to.
Any paper you want? Just have curiosity.
It'll be your reason why.
Sounds good.
Office report?
All good.
Guys, I gotta go. As you know, Sue got hurt pretty bad. She ripped her toe ankle apart. She just texted me, so I'm heading back to the house. She needs to get up and walk. She can't walk, she's on one leg, so I gotta go get home. So I'll go.
All right.
Right, guys.
I gotta go also.
We're not going to take it.
You know, we got a complete meeting now. Yeah.
All right, at this time, this is board members or got other deals going on, I guess we're gonna go ahead and adjourn. Meeting will be adjourned at 7:11.
Before we leave, we need to
For the bills will be, bills will be closed. Okay, the motion to pay bills,
Motion that we pay the bills.
second,
second.
Pro Tem Martino,
Yes.
Forrest,
Yes.
Mr. Thorne, Mr. Mayor.
yes. Okay, meeting adjourned now, 7:12.